And there's so much free attention on TikTok. You could literally put out a video tomorrow, your very first video, and get 1 million views. You can't do that on Instagram. You can't do that on Facebook. Hey everybody, welcome back to a No Excuses with Chris G. It's Wednesday at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I've got Dominic Ruffalo. Dominic, how are you, man? Thanks for jumping on.
Good, how are you? Thanks for having me.
So for those of you watching, Dominic doesn't have a subscription business right now, but he does. He's a college student at the University of Dayton. He was in one of the classes that I spoke at a few weeks ago. He reached out to me. He's got this business called Flyer Gaming, which he is the founder of. And it's funny because it was a business that you thought of in a class, and then you actually launched it. Dominic, why don't you just take a second, tell everybody about yourself, and tell us a little bit more about Flyer Gaming.
Yeah, so I'm a sophomore marketing and entrepreneurship major from Dayton, Ohio. I'm on the men's soccer team as well. But yeah, so Flyer Gaming is kind of a COVID-friendly way to spend time with your friends and family. So we specialize in custom cornhole boards. So since cornhole is so spaced out, you can kind of play with, masks on and stuff, and be socially distant and still have some fun. So yeah, so it's a pretty cool company. We do custom boards, University of Dayton boards, some other licensed boards, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, what I think is great. I mean, cornhole is like popular now, right? Like you're seeing on ESPN, and like when I watch, I'm like, these guys don't miss. It's like insane. But what excites me about this, and for those of you that know me well or watched some of my content, I love talking to the students. So when Dominic reached out, I thought like, yeah, I want him to jump on. And if I could be of any help at all, I'm happy to be that. And for those of you listening, there's also going to be things here about building a brand and building a D2C business that can be super useful for you, regardless if it's a subscription or not. So Dominic, tell me, off the cuff here, like, what do you want to know about? What's something I can give you some insight on? Give me your first question here.
Yeah, so basically, I think we got a really great product and a really solid, idea. But I think our main issue is trying to find, the right audience, or trying to reach out to our target market and target audience.
Is there somebody now that's in the space that does the boards for all the schools? You do it for, you got the rights to do University of Dayton. Is it just for the soccer team, or for this, like, you have to have soccer on there?
No, it's the whole school. We can do basically whatever. Yeah.
You have any other schools?
Not any schools right now. Okay. I do have like local grade schools and high schools and some other people like that I have some connections with. But yeah, there's definitely some big competitors out there who have licenses to significantly more. Yeah. And it's but I don't think they really market like at all. Like I haven't really seen any, even though I've been Googling stuff and I occasionally get, the targeted ads from them. But I don't think they really market it a ton.
So the boards are customized with the school logo. You also do custom ones where like I could put like whatever I want on there. Like you could do custom one. Okay. Yeah. And then how about the bags? The bags customized?
They can be. So we can get them customized or just plain. We got basically whatever the consumer wants.
And so right now you're D2C, they order from you, they place the order online, you make the boards, you ship it out, send it to the customer. How long does it take you to make them?
Takes about, depending on when we get everything, because our decals, it depends on when we get our decals, but it's probably about 2 to 4 weeks.
Is there something about your boards that could give you leverage over other ones? Or are they all pretty much the same standard, and it's like whoever hustles the most is going to get the business?
It depends. So there's some that are like some really flimsy boards. Those are usually the ones you see in like Dick's and Walmart and some of those places. Those are kind of not the highest quality, and they're not nearly as fun to play on. But like the ones we have are like the American Cornhole League ACL, like quality boards, nice and thick, furniture grade, wood. And so I mean, I think other people have the similar product or but not. I think ours is, I personally think it's better, but it's it just depends on the thickness and how much effort they put into making it.
And so have you approached other schools about getting theirs logos to be able to sell theirs?
Not yet. Since we've only been around for like 6 months, 6 months. Yeah. So we've been kind of mainly focusing on the UD audience and kind of local areas, because it's, it's easier to deliver them, like hand deliver them, than to ship them because they're pretty expensive to
So
ship.
what if somebody, you know, what if I wanted some, like, have you factored in shipping into your costs or not?
Yeah. So we got basically just an extra $60 to $80 depending on where you live. But yeah, we've shipped to Florida. All of our shipping's gone really well.
Have they done anything for you, the school, where they let you email the alumni?
So I think we're going to be in an article soon. I talked to some people, just kind of reaching out, being like, hey, we got this product I think the alumni would be really interested in. And they've gotten back to me, and some of them are like, we're not allowed to for privacy reasons.
You should talk to the school about doing an email to all the alumni about them, and then you could tell them, like, hey, 10% of the proceeds I'm going to donate back to the school's sports teams.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like the school sports foundation, right?
Yeah.
And you do that and it works. Like, then you can, like, that's your approach with, like, the next school, right? You go to Ohio State and you're like, hey, like, this is what I make. I've got University of Dayton. Like, everything that we sell, we donate 10% of the proceeds back to the athletic college, you know, the athletic fund. Might be an approach, right? That might get you in the door. I think that these schools too like helping out the college students, which I you know, versus like the big box brand that's doing it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that there's probably like a opportunity for you to, like, go corporate structure on this. And when I say that, I mean, go to corporations and say that you'll make them for them, right? Like, why can't you make cornholes for Microsoft and have them in their office, right? And like Slack and all. I mean, like, I know a guy that does ugly Christmas sweaters, and he like does them for all these big brands, you know, Budweiser, Microsoft, and I think there's something there, you know, with that as well. I think what I might be worried about is, like, can we scale you, right? Like, what happens if you got 50 orders in a weekend? Like, are you going to be able to, like, put them together? Like, can we solve for that? How big's the market? It's a one-time purchase, right? Mm-hmm. You're, like, not getting repeat customers in a lot of cases. What I think the number one thing that you're getting out of all this is you're going to learn a lot about building a business. So you're a sophomore in school, right?
Yep.
I mean, so you're 19 or 20? What are you, 19? Yeah.
20.
I mean, geez, you're 20. So, like, gosh, you're going to learn so much about building a business at 20 years old that you can be graduated, and, like, whatever you learn, you can pivot it to, like, the next thing, right? So I love that you're doing that, and I think it's really smart that you did that class. You got picked as one of the businesses that they liked, and then you did it, right? So it's super cool. But I think going after the corporate businesses, like, that's the thing. You have to hustle out some, like, reach, right? Like, blind reach out. Like, the good thing is you've got a school under your belt where you've got, like, a license deal with, basically, like, where you can put their logo. So you don't have to get that first one. You've got it. Now that leverages you to get more.
Yeah.
Right? And play out that you're a student. Like, this is a business you launched, like, and you want to make something for them. Like, love to chat. Like, these should be in your office, right? And now, mind you, with COVID, less people are in the office, but eventually they're going to start to come back. If anything, they're going to have a little bit more room in there to put these things, right? So I think that's super cool. What else? So I know we want to talk about the website, but what other questions did you have?
Yeah. So for also kind of like on the advertising and kind of reaching out to people, what do you think is like the most effective way to reach out to people? I know I've got a little bit of experience with like Facebook ads. Mm-hmm. I've also done some like Etsy ads and stuff like that, not for this company, but for like my sister's hat company. I've done some stuff with that, but do you have like a certain channel you think is the most effective?
Have you thought about TikTok?
I have not. I personally do not have TikTok.
All right, well, you need to sign up for that after we get off this call. There's a lot of attention there, right? Mm-hmm. And I just literally in my head just started realizing, like, imagine if you started a TikTok channel where you started doing crazy shots into the cornhole, like, fucking top of the stadium, like, dude, perfect. And like, it lands, like, you're going to get views. Like, you want to put out a bunch of cool content. That's exactly what I would do. Like, first get TikTok and just start watching. A lot of people on TikTok have a really big following because they do these cool trick shots, or like a guy throws like a playing card and like goes through like 7 hoops and like somehow hits like this like pencil that's like on a spinning bottle. It's like, is this real? Like, or is this edited? But like, man, you could do some cool stuff. Imagine like buddy bottle flips, lands on the board, throws bag over the bottle, goes in the hole. Like, it's entertainment factor. And there's so much free attention on TikTok. You could literally put out a video tomorrow, your very first video, and get 1 million views. You can't do that on Instagram. You can't do that on Facebook. You can only do it on TikTok right now. And that's going to get you a lot of free organic traffic.
Yeah.
And then I'd make a TikTok board until they get like mad at you. Maybe I shouldn't have told you to do that on live television. But, you could figure something out there. But dude, I would for sure. You need to start a TikTok. I literally like this is the best advice I can give you right now on this. And this start a TikTok channel. I want you to take from now until the weekend to watch TikToks. Get yourself good at making them. They're fun, dude. I'm 37. I can make them. You know, you're 19, you're 20. This is easy for you. And then start building a trick shot. Like it's your brand. It's Flyer Gaming is the tag. And every video, you're never selling one. You have the URL in the subject in the profile, but you never talk about selling them, and all you're doing is throwing trick shots. Sick.
I like that. I like
your
that.
boys like it's all fun doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
might take 40 tries, but like that authentic reaction when you guys hit one of them. Oh man.
Yeah, but we could do some pretty cool ones.
Dude.
Customize the board.
Stadium, you know? Like kick the soccer ball, the bags in the soccer ball, fly, you know, somehow it gets in there. Like, dude, all day.
Yeah, no, I like that idea. That's definitely a good one. Yeah, because I just, you know, I try not to be on TikTok because I know I'll waste a bunch of time, you know, watching.
Yeah, it's a start call, but you know, you got to be disciplined. Do it for you. You got to know where the consumer behavior and consumer attention is. Consumer attention's on TikTok. Very high on there. Just pay attention to it. And you're watching it so that you can learn things for yourself and make sweet videos and not get too distracted by the women on there, right? I get it.
Yep.
You gotta just, you know, focus on the business.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, and I had one more. Let's see. Yeah, so like I guess this you kind of already answered it, but like, you know, since it's a one-time purchase, how do you kind of continue to engage with like your audience if they're already? I mean, I guess the TikTok thing would work because it's
dude, you start to do contests. Have people submit their best trick shot.
That's definitely.
And then you get them to like you like share their video, and they're tagging their friends. They're getting you free exposure. Then you tag dude perfectly, yo. Like I need you to send me a trick. Like then he flies you out there like doing trick shots with your boards. Done deal, man.
Yeah, that'd be really sick, especially working with those guys too. Yeah.
You never know, man. Don't ever think that that's not possible. When I first launched Gentleman's Box, I made a deal with GQ. We weren't even launched yet, and GQ was owned by Condé Nast, $1 billion company, and I made a deal with them. Nobody in a million years would have thought that was possible. We did it. Like you can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm really liking this so far. Mm-hmm. And then so I guess the other one, this is kind of not related to the business, but like the college, you know, college sophomore. What's the best avenue to kind of get some good experience and you know, internships or?
Well, the best thing you can do in this summer is find a D2C brand that you know and you like well, and literally go work for them. And if they won't pay you, tell them you'll work for free. If you can just like shadow the founder, like you need to soak yourself up with as much knowledge as possible. And there's going to be things that you're going to learn that you're going to apply to this business and the future business. I would take that summer. I'd spend half my time creating content for this brand. I'd spend the other half of that time shadowing a founder and a D2C brand. I don't care if you got to order them. It might be virtual. So if you're ordering them coffee when they need it, you're managing their schedule, you're sending out emails for them just so that you can sit in meetings with them while they're talking to other people. You cannot put a price on that. That you will learn so much, whether you want to be an entrepreneur or you want to go work for a company. You know, if you can get paid, great, right? Like I'm a guy that believes in paying interns. Not some companies, they don't want to, but whether it's paid or not, do it.
Yeah, definitely.
And you might have to reach out to 50 of them until one says, yeah. Got to keep doing it. You got to hustle it out.
Yeah. Okay. And then, so the main thing I kind of want to talk about is my website, because I think it's definitely in the early stages of it. You know, I kind of put it together in a week or two. And
what'd you build it on?
I used BigCommerce. I was kind of comparing the different rates and everything, and I think it worked best because I don't think they don't take anything for themselves from each purchase. So the only charge I get is from like the Square, whatever we're using for credit cards and stuff.
So one thing is like we need to build it mobile first. Like, so I want, when you go into like rebuild it, like I want you to do it on mobile. I'm going to pull it up on mobile. And like you need your hero image, one on mobile, like your logo on the top left is way too small. And these are all just small things that you can start to fix. Also too, like your hero image is just the board and there's a lot of white open space.
Mm-hmm.
Put 2 boards on an angle, fill that up, show off, right? And use an actual picture of the board, not like that's a digital flat, right?
Yeah.
The actual picture of the board as the hero image. On the like shop side of things, like you have this like search by price, like you have like 7-10 items, right? It's like it's not like a ton, and like no one's shopping by price. Like I would just have them up there. And I don't know what the price difference is in some of them, but I'd have one price probably. Like what's the difference between the $200 one and the $250?
So the difference is the license. So we can make the other ones, but we have to buy the licensed.
You can make the Cubs one and the Lakers one?
Yeah. So we have to, because it's a licensed thing, as long as we buy
Okay, that's good. Then I get why you're paying for it.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's a great thing that you got that worked out.
Yeah,
Did you get to go through something special? Huh?
I just had to do some research on it because apparently there's a few court cases where it's like you can resell licensed things as long as you buy because once you buy the license, it's yours.
Right.
But as long if you don't buy it,
but it's every unit, then you can use it.
So I just have to buy every time we get an order, we just have to buy it through.
Yeah. So you want to put the Red Wings logo on it, you just pay like 50, well, whatever the number is, and then you can put the Red Wings logo on that one unit.
Yeah.
Sick. It's good to know. Yeah, so that makes sense. Now I get why you're charging more for those ones. But really, that's your 2 price points, 200 and 250.
Yeah, so 200, 250, and then 225 for a custom.
I would sort it by like colleges, custom, pro, right? And then that'd be the only sort feature, not this different shop by pricing. And 2, like, if possible, every one of these, like, I want like an actual picture of that board with the logo on it.
Okay.
By the way, can you do a Lakers one with 24 on it?
I don't see why not. I mean, if we just gotta, we can. I think we can.
You sell a ton of those, man.
Yeah.
Get some Brahma bags.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying
to think. Yeah, we just got to get the because we have basically decal guy makes the boards, guy puts them together. So yeah, we just got to get make a cool design. And
you need to start featuring those designs and then have people start voting on it in social.
Yeah.
Like, you do a sweet, Blackhawks one and like do 2 different versions of it. And you could get super, super strategic, I think, there.
Sorry, the lights in my room just turned off.
Oh, you're good. So, yeah, man, get the content out there. Leverage that. Make those changes to your site. Make the sorting just on the things I told you about. Get a better hero image. Take pictures of the actual ones. Every single time you make one for a client, take a picture of it.
Yeah.
Right? And then get the like flyer gaming hashtag start to be used. Are you on Instagram and that? Did you build an Instagram page?
Yeah, so we got an Instagram and Facebook. Definitely our Facebook page is definitely the most successful out of the group just because, when you share it once, everyone, their followers see it. We're actually running a giveaway right now for just a free Cornhole set,
You're getting good. You have 107 followers on Instagram and 74 likes and comments on the picture.
Yeah,
dude, you got to start. Listen, you got to start building both. So every time you post a TikTok video, you post the same one on Instagram with Reels.
Okay.
Right. And post on Facebook. You can take that one piece of content and use it 3 different ways. Now you just put out 4 pieces of content. That makes sense?
Yeah, no, that's definitely.
And like pump out content nonstop. It's a long game. It's going to pay dividends. You're not going to see ROI tomorrow, but content. The same trick shots on TikTok. You put the same trick shots on Instagram. New customer, buy them buying them, post a picture of that one, encourage the customer to post a picture of it and tag you.
Yeah.
So like every time you send one out, like put a little handwritten note with it. Like, thanks so much for the support. Check out our Instagram. Tag us with you playing the game with your friends next week. Cheers.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? And then like, look, you can get into like bottle openers and other things, right? People are drinking beer when they're playing this game and stuff like that.
Yeah, and we can get into a bunch of stuff because I was thinking even going, those like die tables because it's a similar product. We can make them, so I was thinking eventually maybe get into that. But
they're pretty big, right? They're like the ping pong table size, right?
It depends on which ones you get. So there's like the indoor ones, the outdoor ones. So the outdoor ones are definitely big. But
you get a beer pong. Yeah. But you might want to stick to cornhole for a minute there and start coming up with like little things that go with that game, right?
Yeah.
Somebody posted a comment. Let's just see what it was here. Let's see. He said, any advice on how to build a business at such a young age, Chris? I imagine it can't be easy with school and other things happening. Here's the truth, and I mean, this is good for you to hear too, Dominic, is like, look, I worked full-time and started my first business my last year of college. I believe that there's 24 hours in the day, 8 of them you're sleeping, make it 7, and you've got 17 that you're awake. School is taking up what, 3 to 4 hours of that? Like maybe 5. You're playing soccer, so it makes it a little tough for you. But there's still a lot of time left, and it's about being disciplined. It's do you want to go party or do you want to like build your future? Now, I'm not saying don't go live and party. I did, right? But when you're in college, you go out Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday. I mean, like this is happening with students, right? They're going out. Like, man, limit it. Go out Friday and work the other days, you know? Like, go out Saturday night instead of Friday night. Go out twice a week. Like, you know, I always joked. I said this one time in a video. Like, I remember being in high school, and I'm grateful that I like had this like personality where like I just wanted to be nice. Like I was a nice guy. Like I was friends with everybody, whether you were like what we call the nerd or the cool kid. I was on the football team. I played hockey, but like I had a good relationship with everybody, and I was blessed that I feel like I had that naturally where I wasn't a dick, right? And so, but you know, people would laugh at the nerds that studied and then go out and party, and it's like 10 years later. Like these nerds are the ones that could be laughing at everybody, right? Like just limit how much you're going out. So for the Facebook user and for all the young students, like you don't got to go out every single night. You got to build your future, have fun, live your college life. But you want to build a big business and you can start young, man. Take that, cut out some of that, and learn some stuff and work. I did it. There's nothing special about me. I still went out. I remember. I was working at Circuit City. I remember we would go to Canada. I was like 19. We could drink there. So like we'd go have fun. We get rocked. I remember sleeping in the parking lot of Circuit City and like waking up 4 hours later to go to work. Like I just did it. Like, you know, you just go, you know? So when you're a young age, you can rally. So man, just put in the time. You got enough time.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Yeah. What else? We got a couple minutes here. Anything else you want to know?
Let's see. Oh, I got some notes here. Yeah, since it's like a one-time purchase, like it's kind of hard to, I guess the best way we can make more money off them is through referrals, right? So like what would you recommend like doing a, you know, hey, refer someone to get 10% off their purchase or something like that? Or
no, dude, just do like refer somebody and get this badass bottle opener.
No, that's a good idea.
Right? Like let it be some item.
Yeah.
They'll get one, you'll get one.
Yeah, no, that's definitely cool.
You know, try with that. You're right, because there's not a lot of repeat purchases. So let's come up with new products and use that to incentivize them.
Yeah, because there's
actually you really do well if you come up with something that's super exclusive that you can't buy. So I'll give you an example. You let's just pretend you launched the bottle openers and you've got 10 of them. Custom ones, pre-printed ones, Dayton ones, Red Wings ones. If you can do this, you come out with the Mamba one that you only get by referring somebody.
Yeah, I get that exclusive. Yeah. Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think this TikTok thing might be definitely.
Dude, the TikTok thing, man. You let me know when you start launching that. I might come out to Dayton and start trick shotting with you guys.
That would be a lot of fun. we got some different buildings we can shoot off of. And, it could be definitely
get in the stadium, get the soccer boys rallying, doing some cool stuff.
Yeah, no, that could definitely be really, really cool.
Dude, you're gonna have so much fun doing it too. I'm jealous. I wish I was 20 and I was your roommate in dorms. We would just be launching this thing. So, all right, Dominic, this was awesome. I wish you a ton of luck in the future. Good stuff. Going to school, playing for the soccer team, thinking of a business, man. You got a bright future. Keep it up. Keep hustling. And if you need anything, I'm an email away.